Also new this morning, animal activists plan to protest outside the grand opening of the new Aldi store in Cabot this morning.
It's one of several nationwide protests as Aldi opens new locations across the nation. Demonstrators will be there for the ribbon cutting from 8:15 to 9:45 this morning, calling out Aldi for what they say are double standards on animal welfare issues. They say in the U.S., Aldi continues to use cages for mother pigs and hens in its supply chain. Store protesting what he calls the chain's inadequate animal welfare practices.
These crates are so cruel, they're banned in several states.
The group Animal Equality organized the protests, one of several around the nation. They're criticizing Aldi, alleging it confines pigs and hens in its supply chain to cages that allow little to no movement.
Aldi's leadership, shame on you. Shame on you for what you do. There is no excuse for animal abuse. Don't touch my microphone. Aldi leadership, shame on you. Shame on you. Hey Aldi, what do you say? Hens and pigs are suffering today. Hey Aldi, what do you say? Hens and pigs are suffering today.
Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I put a video out, and that's because I'm an activist first and a YouTuber second. I've been involved with different pressure campaigns on foie gras, and we have some good news. Table 28 here in Little Rock has agreed to stop selling foie gras. They've removed it from their online and physical menus. We didn't even have to protest the location. We spoke with the manager and they were very professional with us. We're still awaiting a policy letter from the president of Table 28. And once we get that, that'll be one less restaurant in Little Rock that's selling foie gras. And after them, there's really only two that are left. I definitely want to continue to make content on YouTube. You know, my life gets really busy from time to time. I've dealt with some personal stuff too recently, and won't go into too much detail about that. Some of my plans for the future of the channel, I want to make some shorts addressing a recent Jubilee video about vegans versus meat eaters. I think there are some really good points to respond to there that weren't really addressed in the argument. So I do want to make a couple of shorts based off that video. And also I want to publish a how-to video on how to do research for pressure campaigns, how to find out who owns a business, what kind of properties they might have in different areas, and stuff like that, you know, to plan for home demonstrations and whatnot if there's a need to escalate a pressure campaign past the business itself. And with that, I guess I'll introduce this video I made kind of a while back. I showed someone a video of turkeys and how turkeys are treated on factory farms, and just kind of asked them their thoughts about it. So it was a really short outreach video. So that's about it. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Thanks to all our new subscribers. Thanks to everybody who's been with the channel for a while. I really appreciate your support. It does motivate me to keep making content when you leave comments and share the video and do stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a holiday that you can tolerate. So take care. Peace.
So what are your feelings about that footage? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel kind of sympathy for the animals. Like, it's really bad that people are doing it. So.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I haven't eaten any turkeys in like 8 or 9 years. So. What do you think you can do to stop that from happening to animals?
We could create like organizations to hunt down and stop these factories and be able to farm them more in a humane way. Like there's ways to like kill animals and do all that stuff in a more humane way. Like give them a life in like a bigger environment, and like eventually when they get too old, then we could like kill them and farm them. But it's important to let animals live their life in their environment that they're supposed to be at.
Yeah. Do you think that there's a humane way to like slit the throat of someone who wants to live?
No.
Yeah. Cool. So would you be interested in going vegan? Because otherwise you're paying for that to happen to animals.
There's really not that. I don't really know how to avoid eating turkey. It's just a family tradition for me, so I don't really know if I could avoid that.
Yeah, you know, they've got some like vegan turkey roasts at like Walmart and Whole Foods and stuff. And you know, we don't have to consume the bodies, the dead bodies of turkeys like for these holidays. You know, it's something that people ultimately choose to do.
Yeah. I don't think there is really, unless we actively create communities that want to hunt down these factories and stop these horrible ways of like cattle and turkeys and chicken and all that stuff. Like, I don't think there's really anything we can do unless we actively start doing things about it.
Yeah, and you know, I agree. I think the first step is education, because many people don't know how these farmed animals are treated. Although that video was from Australia, the practices here in the U.S. are like identical. But yeah, I think education is the first step. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So I've got some resources for you, and you know, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for talking with me. And there's also a campus group we have that we oppose animal exploitation. We haven't done any factory farms yet, but you know, we do other events. A lot of people think that going vegan doesn't matter, but it does, because if someone's not vegan, they're giving money to this industry to expand, and every dollar they use to exploit animals and objectify them.
Yeah.
Yeah.